My son Massimo is 3.5 years old, and he is sweet and silly and keeps us very busy. Being a new parent, you're nervous, you hope you're doing things right. And then COVID, it was incredibly isolating. There was no mommy and me story time to go to. We weren't seeing friends and family. Some of the things that Massimo was delayed on, we wouldn't have noticed. We had no interaction with peers to compare. Massimo was struggling a little bit with meeting some of his milestones. We'd go to the pediatrician and he wasn't quite sitting up when they wanted him to, and then he didn't quite have as many words as they wanted him to. Maybe we're not quite where we want to be. Maybe Massimo's a little behind in some things. My son's primary struggle was physical. He was a little late to sit up, a little late to walk. He had some muscle weakness that we needed to work on. So we got involved with Penn Foundation through our pediatrician's referral to early intervention. It was a very casual mention, but I got home, I looked it up, I called right away, I gave a little bit of information, and then we set up a Zoom assessment. It was easy. We met with a team who evaluated Massimo and figured out what services we could use. They explained to me how the focus of early intervention was to help the parent do the job of raising the child in their home environment to make the day-to-day living easier and smoother for the family. And then we got the ball rolling. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. What would this involve? What did we need to do? What would it be like? And then we got started and it was amazing. Suddenly we had appointments every week that frankly we both looked forward to. It was like a play date. I got to talk to an adult about my kid. My kid got help from an expert. It was great. We used a lot of PT. We also used speech therapy. He didn't quite have as many words as the pediatrician would have liked him to have. So we used speech therapy, physical therapy. Later, we also added occupational therapy. We used all the services. We did it on Zoom because of the pandemic. So a typical appointment, we'd get out the iPad and have a play date with a friend on the iPad. He thought he was playing. Massimo enjoyed his early intervention sessions, particularly speech therapy. Miss Julie would just come and play. He loved it. Physical therapy was a little harder for him. Miss Deb would be very patient. Sometimes he would cry when Miss Deb came because he knew he was going to have to work hard. We never felt intimidated or put on the spot by the therapist. They don't push you. They don't make you feel uncomfortable. They were great. They were professional. They were kind. They became our friends. The early intervention team felt like a lifeline for us. And we had these professionals showing up for us every week to help. And they were just more people on my kids' team who wanted to help. We looked forward to seeing them, and it was great. It felt like a huge benefit for our family. It gave my kid a boost when he needed it, and it helped me to learn how to help him in ways that I wouldn't have known without their assistance. Massimo is doing great. For a kid who's a little slow to talk, he now never stops talking. He is curious and he is always surprising us and making us laugh with the things he comes out with. One exciting accomplishment that Massimo achieved, we participated in a program where the kids read 1,000 books before kindergarten. And when they accomplish that, there's a graduation ceremony. They receive a special book in their honor that is kept at the library, and they get to be the first to take out that book. So we have a book lover now. You cannot hold this kid back. He is so active. Our living room is an obstacle course all day long. He is jumping on the trampoline and then the couch, and then he's standing on one foot. All the things we worked so long and so hard to get him to do, now he's doing. And as he's jumping from the ottoman to the couch, he'll yell, "I am using my body muscles." He feels empowered too. He knows he's stronger and it feels good to him. He struggled for a long time and now he is strong, and it's exciting that he can stand on one leg and pull himself up on the trampoline bar. He's loving it. He's doing great, and we really think early intervention had a lot to do with that. Now I tell everyone because I had never heard of it before, and it was such a help to our family. So I tell all the moms I know. I would tell a parent at the beginning of their early intervention journey, don't hesitate. If your child is behind, you want to get started right away. If you qualify for early intervention, do it. It's wonderful.